Yeah.
Welcome to Toronto.
Thank you so much.
So this is your second time at the Toronto International Film Festival, and the first time when you came, your movie won the Midnight Madness Award.
Yes.
And so, how has the experience been second time around? And is there like any added pressure having won an award previously?
Oh no, not at all. I'm just really overwhelmed and grateful that I got the opportunity to come here again. Uh, like I couldn't believe it when I heard that Kacchey Limbu has gotten selected for Toronto, and it's just so overwhelming that I'm not even thinking about the awards or anything. This is the biggest validation that I've got, and it's so good to be around here whenever I've come, and just feeling a lot of gratitude right now.
So talking about Kacchey Limbu, this
Correct.
film, it's a simple story about sibling rivalry, but it does have undertones of gender bias and family conditioning. Um,
Correct.
and the role in itself is pretty non-glamorous. So what is the one thing that made you say yes to the role and to the script? Like when you saw it, you were like, this is what I want to do. Yes, I want to be a part of it.
Say relatability and relevance. Uh, it's really sad that more than 90% of women in India, they don't have the luxury to dream. The dreams are decided by other people, and you keep on looking for, because of the social conditioning, you keep on looking for the validation from your parents or your siblings or people around, your friends, and you don't get the luxury to actually figure it out what you want. Like it's not that, oh, I'm going to try this and see if it works out or not. It doesn't happen like that. So that is what really hooked me to the script, that it's a story that I really want to tell, and yeah, that made me say yes.
The relatability, was it at all relatable to your personal life and your surroundings? Or what sort of inspiration did you draw from your own life for this role?
See, being like when you grow up as a woman in India, uh, you see a lot of these social biases. You witness all of that, and there is this. How do I say that anger is actually there inside. Uh, of course, you don't put it out because you'll come across as a very like, being a feminist is also one thing, and being an angry feminist is something else. So there's this subdued anger which you live with, and you don't know where to channelize it. And only with these scripts you actually get to channelize these things. I've been fortunate enough with my family and with my parents and siblings, but I've seen so many people around me, so many women around me going through a really tough time. So I wanted to tell a story of them, and just wanted to share it with the world. And even if we can start a conversation after seeing the film, I think our job is done.
So, it is a film about cricket as well. It's about sports. It's about
Correct.
cricket, but not full on cricket, still cricket.
Correct.
And it required you to be a spinner of sorts, a very talented one at that. So, did it require you to train in any way to learn the technicalities? What sort of research did you do before getting into the role?
Yeah. So actually, when I was young, in my childhood, I used to play a lot of cricket because my brother used to play a lot of cricket. So it's actually very similar. Um Similar thing in the film. I used to copy everything that my brother used to do. Uh, so yes, I did play, but I used to only bat at that time. I was very young, and I used to just bat, and just when I used to get out, I used to just head inside. So I drew a lot of inspiration from my childhood, but I also trained in it because I never bowled in my life. So spinning was something which was really tough, and we used to train for 3 hours every day, and like the society had its own set of rules, so we used to play with those rules, and it was a lot of fun. But the best part of it was revisiting my childhood and reliving my childhood, which is something that we all wish for and hope for.
Right. So I'm just going to try and sail through this interview because I know we're short on time, and we're also,
Sure.
freezing on and off. So, what would you hope be the audience's takeaway when it officially releases in India? What would you like the audience to take away from this?
I hope that they feel that it is okay to try what you want. It's okay to even later on decide that, hey, this is something that I don't want to do. Having that choice is something I wish the audience takes away with them, um, because it's very important. Because if you don't have a choice, if you're living somebody else's dreams, and it doesn't work out in your life, it makes you bitter.
Mm-hmm.
But if it is your own choice, it's at least in your control. That okay, I tried my best, but didn't work out. So I hope it starts a conversation. It encourages people to try, and uh, and they feel that it's never too late to grow up.
So just last quick questions about Radhika Madan, the actress. Um, in your career, you have been you've picked up roles that are very content heavy and have substance. Has that been a conscious decision, or you just been lucky with those sort of roles just falling into your lap, or you've made like a conscious decision to grab those kind of roles?
See, I really believe that you don't choose a script chooses you, because it's not in my hands what comes to me. But yes, it is in my hand to say yes or no to it. So, in that way, it is a conscious choice of uh, not putting myself in a box, because the sole reason that I became an actor was to live different lives. And because I don't put myself in a box, I don't want anybody to put me in a box. So I make a conscious decision to try out different roles, so that nobody can point out that, oh, she was very similar in that film. I make it a point that they don't say that, and and it just gives me the opportunity to live different lives and entertain people as much as I can. So I will keep doing that, because it really challenges me when I'm out of the comfort zone, when I'm shit scared that, okay, how am I gonna crack this character. I need to be really, really scared. I need to have sleepless nights. If that is something that happens to me, I'm gonna say yes to the film.
Instead, is Radhika Madan from the very first film different from the Radhika Madan now? I'm sure you would be a lot more nervous when you just started out, but are you still as nervous, like you're saying you want to be scared? Or is there like a difference on how you've evolved as an actress,
But I would say I'm as nervous, because yeah, I always get those butterflies, and but I think I am way more hungrier. I'm way more passionate, and I'm willing to give even more to my projects than when I started out earlier. It's usually the other way around, but I don't know how at this point, after doing this was my fifth film, and I've completed almost 11 films this year. So even after that, I have that zeal, I have that passion to just give my all. So I would say I'm even more hungrier right now, and yeah, I hope it stays that way, because uh, this is something that I don't want to lose.
is there any message do you want to give to our viewers about Kacchey Limbu, or just other than that?
See, I would just like to say that every day we went on the set thinking that we're not here to make a good film, we're here to make an honest film. That is what my director used to tell me every single day, that they don't think of it as a very good film. No, it might not be a good film, but it's a very honest film. And I hope they're able to see that honesty. I hope they're able to relate themselves with them, with Aditi and her brother Akash, and I hope it starts a conversation, because that is something that we really want to do.
I'm sure it will, because it was a great film. I had the pleasure of watching it yesterday, and it was fun.
Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time, Radhika, and all the best for the official review.